Hello, my name is Vernon Jarboe, and I'm an attorney. I was asked by the Keynote series to do a course on contracts, and I would like you to think about that as a serious endeavor in terms of your continuing education needs, because from my perspective as an attorney, I can tell you the thing that's most important to realtors is the subject of contracts. It's very important that you understand when somebody gets into a contract, when that contract has been properly terminated. Don't let somebody sell the same house twice. There's lots of very simple, fundamental mistakes that realtors can make when the subject is contracts. And for my purposes, if I were going to say take one course and no other, contracts would be the subject. One of the most frequent questions that a lawyer gets with respect to the real estate industry has to do with the enforcement of contracts. And many brokers are concerned because a buyer isn't doing what they're supposed to, or a seller isn't doing what they're supposed to. And the question becomes, well, what do we do about that? Well, sadly, oftentimes, the only true answer is you're going to have to decide whether or not you're willing to go to the courthouse. But before you decide that, you need to decide to go see a lawyer. Generally speaking, of course, that's not going to be free. I think the ones that make me grin a little bit are when brokers call me up and they say there's a dispute over earnest money. And I say, well, either you can mediate it to the point where the buyer and seller are okay with whatever the answer is, or if you can't, you're going to have to refer them both out to attorneys. And then I follow up with a question, well, how much earnest money are you talking about? And they say $1,000, and then I laugh, because in effect, you've got a problem, you absolutely do, but you can't reconcile that problem with a courthouse because the solution is too expensive.